Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a good day. This is going to be the first video of actually working on the E46 M3, and we're going to be installing Sunroof delete. So in order to do that, thankfully most of the interior is already out. We have to drop the headliner. Usually you have to drop like the usually you have to drop the A, B, and C pillars to make it a little bit easier. But today we don't have to do that, and all the seats are already out, so it'll be a lot easier to do that. But okay, so first things first, you're gonna have to drop the sun visors. There's going to be 2 screws underneath these tabs on each side, and then 2 screws right here. You're gonna have to drop these handles as well. These plastic covers come off. There's 2 screws underneath there. You're gonna have to drop this as well. And there's one tiny screw up in there, and that's gonna be on both sides. Typically you'd have to take off the A pillars. Typically when you do that, I don't have an A pillar in here with me right now, but there's a little strip in there that you take off, and there's 3 screws, Torx bits coming down to pull those off. Typically they cover the little strip that covers the screws. That's gonna break, so be prepared for that. And then typically to get these off, you have to take the lower B pillar trim off, and then it's just these 2 push tabs to get the C pillar off. Usually you have to undo the seat belt too if it's coupe. It's just this bar. Take this Torx off. This slips off of that bar down there. And then the C pillar typically is just held on by some clips, and I think just 1 screw. You have to remove the light, and then there's a screw behind it and some clips. And typically that bracket breaks as well when you pull it off. What's my dog doing? All right, well, little intermission there. But all right, so I'm gonna set up a tripod, pull all this off, and then we'll go from there. Had to bring a lunch bag of tools back from the shop yesterday, so I'm not exactly sure what I brought. And then, this dome has to come off, which is just a couple tabs, which usually they break, and honestly I'm so surprised only one of these broke. So, that's a roach. Is he alive? No. It's done. There's no screws in there. The wire, and that's the only reason you have to undo that. And then I believe this panel for the 3rd brake light has to come down, which honestly I'm hoping doesn't break, which sounds like it did. It does. I have to buy a new one. Yep, it just broke. Oh no, it didn't. No, it didn't, actually. I'm kind of impressed. Something fell. I'm not sure what fell. But yeah, there's just this panel right there above the 3rd brake light. It just pops down with these 2 clips. Just be gentle. Looks like, yeah, I can't tell if something broke, but from what I can tell, it's just those 2 clips that hold it in there. Another thing you have to take off is the rubber trim around the sunroof. This trim right here should just pull off. We're saving that. Just pull that all the way around. Pulls off super easily. Save that for later. Need that. There. Hit the tripod. And this dome light will drop down. Unplug that. And then, I'm not gonna move y'all, but there's one more Phillips head underneath the dome light and this pad. I don't have this right now. I'm pretty sure it's just, again, clip tabs that you can just pull down. But like everything on these cars, be careful when you pull it off because the tabs will probably break. There's one more Phillips head right there that you can pull off, and that should be the rest that's holding in this headliner. If I can find my Phillips head. Sick. Oh, there it is. Y'all probably yelling at me. One more Phillips head. I don't know if it's gonna... Okay, now the headliner's down, I'm going to put this door trim back up so it doesn't get in the way of the headliner, and then pull the headliner out. Just slides back in. Sometimes they're a little frustrating to deal with. Go. Good enough for now. Alright, now we're going to pull the headliner out. Really got to finagle it. Thankfully they're kind of flexible, but you don't want to flex them too much. So they break. Thankfully this one I don't really care about. But now the headliner's out. Slide over to the side. And now, because I have no idea how, we're going to assess sunroof, figure out how to pull it down. Okay, so we are going to pull off the drain tubes from all four corners first. I have to deal with those. Ow. Pull off the drain tubes, super easy. Well, kind of surprised those don't come off on their own. Wiggle them off. You don't even need a flathead. Yep, don't even need a flathead. Oh, that one came off the wrong one. Drain tubes are off. Going to disconnect. Try and find all the wires to disconnect. Oh, really? Oh, there we go. Just a little tab on top. Around more. I don't think there's any other wires. I think that would be it, really, just to control the motor. Alright. Now, oh, there's one more. Where are you going to? Oh, this is just for that security thing. Don't need that anymore. But I'll leave the wire because I don't know how it's going to mess with it. Trusty dusty impact. Extension. 11. See if it's an 11. Nope. Most likely it's 7. Wait a minute. So we're going to start pulling all these down. I'm at least going to leave one up front and one on the back for now. Oh, wow. Okay. That comes down easier than I thought. We'll figure it out. Saving these for the sunroof. Show you guys what I'm talking about here. Sorry, you guys are on a gimbal, so I'm gonna have to move it weird. This one is like recessed and I can't fit a socket in there. So I gotta figure out how to get that out. I'll let you guys know. I can't even fit a wrench in there. Might have to pry this off and just scrap the whole sunroof unit. move some stuff that I don't want to break out of the way. Not really much else that will break. If this thing falls, other than my neck, that could break. Okay. Help. Oh, I think I got a mosquito on me. And of course, there's still wires connected. So, we're going to lean it back that way. There we go. Glorious. So smooth. Wow. It's out. So I gotta put the sunroof delete panel in. It's in the garage. I'll get that out and show you guys. On to the next step, I guess. This is, pretty sure it's a Fitment Labs sunroof delete panel. Let's flip it over. Yep, Fitment Labs. So it looks pretty nice. It's got the support beams in it. Just fiberglass. Took a while to get here, honestly. I would have done this like a month ago, but it took over a month to get here. It was like $200 or something, and it's really good quality. So let's throw it in and see how it fits. Okay, so after fighting with it for a little bit and messing with it, trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this thing up with one person, I got it to fit, checked up top to make sure the fitment was good all around the edges, and I went in and held it right where it was and marked the edge of the panel on each bolt. So now I'm gonna go measure from the edge of the panel to the center of the bolt and measure that from the center of the panel on here. Already drilled 2 holes here. They're bad because I got ahead of myself, but gonna measure from side of the panel and mark on the holes. Should be good. Okay, so we got all the bolts to fit. This isn't the cleanest job at all, I know. But from the outside, it's gonna look good. Underneath, doesn't matter, it's gonna be covered by a headliner. So we got all the bolts to fit. We got the gap to look nice. We're gonna run the Ace and pick up some self-tapping screws for the back. And probably some weather stripping, because I saw some people put weather stripping around the inside lip of theirs, and I think that's what I wanna do. So we're gonna do that, and then when we come back, we'll throw the weather stripping on, some panel bonder, and the self-tapping screws, and it should be all good to go. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Mission complete. I'm gonna head home and finish this, hopefully. Still have a bunch of stuff in my car. But oh well. Ooh. I think those screws will work pretty well. Those are like literally the smallest ones I could find in there. And hopefully that weather stripping will work. I just want to do the weather stripping as a little bit more precaution for leaking, and also I'm not gonna seal it with caulk right now. I'm not gonna do that until the car's painted. So hopefully that'll help a little bit with the leaking for now before I can caulk it, and then also that'll just give it a better fitment hopefully. So let's head home. Okay. Go ahead and put this weather stripping on around the edge. Self-tappers I bought, I was forgetting that there's a space here that it doesn't sit flush right here. So obviously they weren't long enough, so I had to find screws and hardware and spacers, which ended up being 3 nuts that came out of this car from who knows what, but probably part of the interior. Looking at, I put another strip of weather stripping all inside of the bolts going all the way around the bottom. So it should be the last time it's going in, but with my luck, probably won't be. And also, no, it's not gonna rain. But hopefully this is the last time it goes in. I hope. Okay. Okay, so Sunroof delete. It's finally in after 6 hours. I did take a lunch break though, but it's finally in. It just took me a while. I kept rushing and kept getting ahead of myself just because I don't know why, but that's what I tend to do. But it worked out good in the end. It's all in there. There's no complaints really. I wish I could get it to fit a little bit better, but honestly, I think with no modification to the sunroof delete, to the panel itself, I think this is as good as anyone gonna get it to fit. And I think with some body work, and once it's actually caulked in the gap, I think you won't be able to tell really that the fitment's not the best. But yeah, it's finally in. So hopefully if you guys do this yourself, you have a little bit more patience than I do and actually take the time to measure completely. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and it was a little bit of an educational video and a little bit of just me doing it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys stick around to the next video. The next video hopefully will be next weekend, and hopefully it'll be of me taking this car to my buddy's shop to get that front frame rail section pulled, and then it'll go to my buddy Brian's shop where it'll live until it's done. So thank you guys, have a good day and stay safe.